Hi, in this video we are going to work on the equation of a circle by using center and radius. As we know that a circle is defined by its center and the radius. So basically we are talking about the set of points which are equidistant as r, right, to a given point. So this is how we can describe a circle. Now, in the coordinate plane context, we can describe the center as a point with coordinates and the radius as a length, and then we can also write the equation of this circle. Now, for the center being a and b, right, as coordinates, and r being the radius, we can write the equation of the circle as x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. Now, this formula is derived from a circle in the center, and basically what happens is that when we have the radius here, we can use Pythagoras to describe r, or to find r. So basically this is the y value here, this is the x value here. If you write down the Pythagoras here, right, x squared plus y squared is r squared. Just because x and y is a variable, so if you choose this point, you will draw a triangle here, and it's going to be a different Pythagoras, I mean in terms of values. If you have your point here, then your radius is here, your x and y values will change accordingly. So basically x and y are variables here which change. So this gives us the equation of the circle which is at the center, and basically this is just a translation of this circle to wherever its center is. So that's why we have the center being A to B, right? So notice that the coordinates and their values appearing in here in the equation have different signs. So for this circle here, the center is 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if the center is 3 to 6, right, I can write this as x minus 3 squared plus y minus 6 squared. Again, make sure that you don't mix numbers up. You have to write the x coordinate here, you have to write the y coordinate here. And the radius is, well, it seems as if it is, let's say, 4, so that's going to be 4 squared, right? So you can end up saying that this is x minus 3 squared plus y minus 6 squared, which is 16. So this is the equation of a circle. Now, let's see some examples. Write down the equation of the circle given the center and radius. Well, that's going to be x minus 5 squared plus y minus 8 squared equals 3 squared, which is 9. So this is the equation of the circle with center 5 to 8 and radius being 3. Given the equation of the circle, write down the center and radius. Well, this is plus 3 here, so for the center I should be writing minus 3, and this is minus 1 here, so I should be writing 1. I have to swap the signs, I have to change the signs for the center. Now, for the radius, you can see that this is a number which is not a square number, right? It's not a square number, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to write the radius to be the square root of 7. That's it. And please do not write this as a decimal, all right? Because it's not given as, you know, round this to something or something like that. We don't do that. We just keep them as in third form, right? So the radius is root 7. Now here things get a little bit longer, not harder, right? Now we're given AB as the diameter, and the coordinates A and B are here. So the question is, find the equation of the circle. Now keep this in mind. Find the equation of the circle means write the center and the radius, right? So that you can substitute these values here into the general circle equation, all right? So to be able to find the center, we have to first find the midpoint of AB, right? That's the center. This is 4 plus minus 8 divided by 2, 7 plus 3 divided by 2, which will be negative 2 to 5. So now I know that my equation will look like x plus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared. Now I only need the radius at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate the distance between either A or B to the midpoint, which is the center. So I could calculate BM as well, but I'm going to calculate this one now. AM will be the difference, so 4 minus negative 8 squared plus 7 minus 3 squared. So I'm using the distance formula to find the radius. So this is 4 plus 8, which is 12. 12 squared is 144. And 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So I will end up with square root of 160, which can be simplified as 4 root 10. Now, just because I'm going to be writing here r squared, right, I don't need to simplify to 4 root 10, right? What I'm supposed to do is, I'll keep it like this because when I take the square of this, I'm going to end up with 160, and I'll just write it here because I have to write here the square of r, right? So this is my circle equation given the diameter coordinates, right? So basically what we did was to use the diameter as, to find the midpoint being the center, right? Let's say this is A, this is B. We found the midpoint of AB and said this is the center, and then we just calculated AM, M being the midpoint, of course. We calculated this distance. We could also calculate this one. It doesn't matter which, but this gave me the radius, right? This is what we've done. Thanks for watching.